Hello gamers, I hope you're ready for today's episode in our little town of San Almendro. In today's episode, we are adding a lot of buildings to our downtown, so let's not waste any more time here. Enjoy the video. And the first building we're going to be working on today, well not we, this one is actually built by ClayBiegel on the build team, so big shout out to ClayBiegel. And this is being built, if you can see in the left side of the screen, that's the church that was built last episode, also by ClayBiegel, funny enough. But this is right next to that, so you can kind of tell where we are. It's getting a little tight here in downtown, so we're kind of running out of space to use this camera to maneuver around. But we're working on it. We're working with it. There aren't many spots left here in this super tight packed downtown area, so I guess that's a good thing. That's a good problem to have as well, that we're running out of space to build things. That means progress is getting done. And if you look around, you can see a bunch of buildings everywhere, so it's great. It's all working out nicely. But this is just another nice little building built by ClayBiegel. He built pretty much most of the buildings all around here that you can see. The ones in the background here were built by TheChillCat, but we have a nice building by ClayBiegel here. Another addition to the old style sort of district area here. But we are going to be breaking up that little district with some modern buildings in a few moments in today's episode, so you will see that, and then obviously getting some nice roof details. You can't have a finished building without a finished roof. And now this is another little spot. We're kind of jumping around the city here, so sorry about that. I don't want to disorient you guys, but this is the train station that we built. So you can see on the left side, that is the old train station, and then we're kind of flying above the big open plaza that you might have seen us built if you are a regular on the series. If you're not a regular on the series, then you better change that and go watch all the other episodes to get caught up. But this is just another sort of older style building here on the other side of downtown pretty much. And you can see it's pretty tall, pretty cute, pretty beautiful. And he ends up building two of these kind of buildings on this block here. So nothing too crazy, just a bunch of beautiful buildings. And in this episode is actually mostly ClayBiegel, EpDan, which you'll see in a few minutes. You'll see what he made, and myself working on this episode. So a big shout out to those two guys for helping me out with this episode. But here we go, just more building of this first building, and then in a few minutes, or not in a few minutes, in a few seconds, you'll see the second one spring to life. This one's more like a darker, it's not gray, I don't think. I think that's just the shadows. I think it's more like a lighter tone in the sunlight. But it just comes off as a darker color in the shadows. It does look really cool, and you can see in the bottom of the screen, he's getting started on the second building, which is sort of an obviously lighter tone building with some sandstone and some, I think that's stripped birch. It might be oak, but I could be wrong. So actually no, that is oak. So he's got sandstone, he's got oak, he's got birch. Sorry about my camera skills here. It's a little tough. Things are moving fast, so this building is going to go up really quickly. So there you go, you can see. It's all good now. Just a little odd to start us off there. And then look at that beautiful top area right there. Look at those big old windows. That's a nice penthouse, I know it. And then this is right next to the church as well. You can see the church right there to the right, very obviously. And this is built by ClayBiegel, but this is not an older style. This is a modern skyscraper, a bunch of glass, and this thing looks super cool. You'll see it tower up real quickly, and there is space on this plot, you can see, for something else there. So we might put, I don't know, some trees there, maybe a plaza, or maybe it's just a completely other building. I don't know. The future will tell. Let me know in the comments, obviously, of course, what other buildings you want to see in here also. I do appreciate you guys commenting on these videos, giving some good suggestions, and I have seen them. So we will be adding a lot of the things that you guys are suggesting, and we already have some fun things in the works, so stay tuned for all that. But this building is coming up real quickly. This is one of the taller buildings in the city, you can see. It's taller than most of the things around it, and of course, can't forget the nice little roof details. There you go, even for a tall building like this. You love to see it, you love to see it. And then I think that's pretty much all for this building, other than a few more tiny things. I don't see anything changing, so okay, just a little ground there. And then this is a building built by EpDan. It kind of went up really fast, so sorry about that. But this is like a cute little, I think this is like an apartment, a luxury apartment building, right next to the bridge, if you can visualize where that might be. But just a nice little cute, shorter condominium, I guess, something like that. And then this is a fun build. This is a construction site. There have been comments for people suggesting we build a building that's in progress. So this is one of them. This is that we might have more. I mean, we probably will have more, but this is one of them. You'll see we get some nice cranes built up and all that fun stuff. But this building is very much under construction, and it will be under construction forever, just like in Grand Theft Auto 5. So we have our very own Grand Theft Auto 5 building here, and that's wonderful. You love to see it. You love to see it. And this building, yeah, you might have seen in the last clip, it was already finished. So that's on me for ordering the clips wrong, but oh well, this is right next to the construction site. And these are like two sort of buildings. They're like twin buildings, and they're connected by a sort of roof patio bridge. It's hard to explain, but you'll see it right there. You got a nice little bridge there connecting, and then some pretty little trees down there at the bottom. And now this is a fun little addition. This was supposed to go up in the last episode, actually, when we were building the museums and the history museums and all that, but it didn't get finished in time. So this is an art museum built by EpDan, and it's a really cool design. You can see there's a bunch of sort of fractals all connected into this one huge building, and it's really, really cool. I'm really happy with the way this is looking. In some cinematic shots, it looks really, really cool. And you can see all the wool colors. That's going to change. It's going to be a nice, I think it's gray. The roof is gray, and then, yeah, I don't remember. You'll see it, what it looks like in a few moments. And then we have these little pools of water here. You can also see that, which looks super cool. Very, very nice. I'm really happy with the way that this sort of art museum looks, especially being a waterfront art museum. So you got that nice nice view, and then there you go. You can see the gray and then the blue windows, giving you some good views to the bay and the peninsula. And then this is a parking lot for said art museum. So nothing too crazy here. And then also we're thinking of adding like a little shopping promenade area along the waterfront, so this parking would be to help that out as well. So I'm working on the parking lot here, and then EpDan is working on that little pedestrian bridge there you can see in the corner. So this thing turned out pretty cute. Just another little parking addition for the people asking for parking garages and all that fun stuff. This is not a parking garage, but it is a parking lot. So there you go. You're welcome to the parking influencers. And then here's another little building built by EpDan. Nothing too crazy, just a simple, tall box. That's pretty much all there is to say about it. You have it right next to the tallest building in the city. So it's kind of dwarfed, but it is still a tall building on its own. And then this is the final building, I think. And this one is built by me. It has resemblance to one of the World Trade Center buildings that was proposed. I'll flash a picture up of the one I'm talking about. I didn't get inspiration from it, but I did see it kind of ended up looking like an exact copy once I finished it. So I can promise that I did not take inspiration from that building, but I do see the resemblance. The resemblance is very much there. And it kind of has these stepping back balconies, and then I'll end up putting some greenery on the bottom two balconies, I think. I leave the top ones empty just because I don't know how that would look if we had greenery going all the way to the top. I might consider adding it in the future, but just for now I have these two little balconies right there with some trees and stuff. And speaking of trees, we're adding some more trees in this little area right here, this sort of triangular spot. Wasn't really good for a building, so I decided I'd make a little park. So we have a nice little park area, a little plaza, and you can see there are some little seating areas with umbrellas as well, because I assume it gets hot in San Almendro, I don't know, in the summertime maybe. And then we're getting some trees, and some big trees there you can see, sprinkled all around, some grass, and then we'll get some nice little older style, you can see those lamps, so that's a pretty cool addition. Give it some history. And then I think this is the last clip for this video. We'll go into a real time and look at everything in person and talk about it, but this is a little strip of buildings that I decided to put up. There's going to be 3 buildings here, you can see, and this first building ends up being like an apartment building. It's not a super tall building, so you can see it's not the tallest, but that's okay. We don't need every single building to be tall. And then this is going to end up being a coffee shop. We'll come back to it after we work on all the other buildings. But yeah, there's going to be a coffee shop on that ground floor there. And then also you can see the tram line. There's a tram right there, which we added. I think that one was built by ChillCat. So shout out to ChillCat for that cute little tram streetcar design. We're going to plop a few more of those around the downtown area to add some immersion. But yeah, big shout out to ChillCat for making that cute little design. We have this nice little brick building going up here. And this final building is like a gray, just a gray depressing building. That's pretty much all you could say about it. I think probably like an office building or something like that. But we're going to come back here and we're going to add some details to the ground level. Like I said, the beautiful little coffee shop here. But that's going to be it for this time lapse. Let's go into the real time. Alright, here we are in the live portion of the video. We're just going to take a quick few minutes to take a look at everything that got built in today's episode. And we're going to start right here at this little city park that you saw me build. We got some nice little benches, we got some nice little umbrellas, and some beautiful trees hanging out here. And also these beautiful little what are they called? Lamps, I guess. Yeah, street lamps. Looking pretty cute. And also right next door we have these 3 rows of buildings that we made. So we have the ugly little stone office building. We have the brick, sort of, I guess, an apartment building. And then also this one, which is also, I guess, an apartment building that also doubles as a coffee shop. It's not a Starbucks, it's definitely just a generic coffee shop with some pretty little seating out here and some umbrellas as well. So you get your coffee, come out here, sit out here. Maybe you want to walk across the street over to the park over there. And, you know, this is a pretty nice little area. And you also have the streetcar track here going right through the street. I need to update the traffic signal positions, as you can see, obviously. So everything still needs to be done here. So very much a work in progress still. But if we come down this way, you can see we have the streetcar, which was built by ChillCat. So very cool, very nicely done. I want to plop these around in more places around downtown along the track here. I think it'll be pretty cool for immersion, and it just looks pretty cool having this streetcar, you know, sitting here in the street. You can see there's an actual working working system, so that's pretty cool. But this is actually the next building. This was the first building that you saw in the time lapse, built by ClayBiegel. So you can see you got a very, very tall building here, coming all the way to the tippy top, and also no interiors for these buildings yet. I know I keep saying that every episode, but we really are going to add interiors. We just need some more interior builders, so apply in the description below if you want to help us build some interiors, get us all caught up. We would love to have as many beautiful interior builders as possible. But here we go, just another building, like I said, built by ClayBiegel, right next to the church here. And then I guess we can talk about this building, which was also built by ClayBiegel. A very, very opposite of what he built over here. So we have this very tall building here. This is, what is this? No, not the second tallest. This is one of the tallest, though, as you can see. It's going up here against all these other buildings here. So a very distinct addition to our skyline. Very nice. Very nice. And then we are going to come over to the other side of the church here. And this is one of the buildings that I made. This is the one that I said was inspired, or not inspired, don't put words in my mouth, was kind of similar to the World Trade Center concept building. So you can see we have these 2 patios with these nice little trees and stuff. I need to detail them a little bit more, and then obviously add interiors and stuff like that. Probably some seating and stuff. But these 2 lower layers have the trees, and then the upper layers obviously are empty. So that was a conscious choice, and that was a choice by me. So there's that building right there. Very nice, very nice. Let's fly over here, and we can take a look at this building built by EpDan. So you can see just another generic office building. Nothing too crazy here. got some space here for something else, maybe another building, and then just a basic little plaza down here. Probably needs a little more details and stuff like that, but it's coming along nicely. If we fly over to here, we can see this long row of buildings. So this is one of the this is like the condominiums, I guess, the luxury apartment buildings by EpDan, and these ones actually do have interior walls set up, but just no actual details, so no furnishings and stuff. So yeah, there you go. Get a good look, and you can tell why these are luxury condos. They go got a pretty nice view here, and if we come over to the other side here, got a nice view of downtown, and then beyond downtown you can see out into the bay, and then actually that way over there is the opening of the bay into the ocean. So pretty cool view there. And then also, if we come to the top here, I noticed there is a rooftop pool over here. So this is pretty cool. Take a swim over here, and then take a look at the the JCC forum. Take a look at all the buildings and all that stuff. So very cool building there. If we come over, this is a sort of twin building setup, and this is also built by EpDan. And he said that this was like a headquarters for an airline company. I believe it was Almendro Airlines. So a new airline built into our lore for when we have an airport. So very nice, very cool building design. And then moving over one more, we have this under construction building with the cute little cranes and stuff. Look at that. Very nice work. Very nicely done. And yeah, I like the levers. I like the way the levers are used here. Look at that. That's cute. But next, we have this whole area here, which is the art museum. And then this wasn't built in the time-lapse. This is going to be for a future episode, but I guess you guys can get a peek at it right now. Might as well. There's no way I can hide it. But we have a nice little overhead pathway here. If you want to skip traffic, you don't want to wait for the crosswalk to turn. And then also, I made this little crosswalk design, kind of like an artsy crosswalk sort of thing, because it's right next to the art museum. So that's kind of cool. A cool little thing there, maybe. But we have the parking lot right here for the art museum. And then you come over here, and then you have this nice little layered section with some water coming down. And it looks real nice. And this isn't finished yet. These are going to be like botanical garden type stuff, filling these planters and stuff. And then you have the actual building itself right here. So this thing looks very, very nice, as you can tell. Very artsy. It definitely embodies the art museum vibe. So if we walk on the inside, it's not furnished on the interior as of yet, but there is definitely a lot of space here for some beautiful artwork. Hopefully by the next episode, we'll have some art in here to show you. And yeah, look at that. You can see all the stuff that we can do in here. Very exciting. And also, there is some sculptures that I made up here. So there's this little sculpture right here, and you have this little thing. And then this sort of design, I don't know, modern art. You don't have to understand it. That's okay. But oh well. So there's the art museum area. Very cool, very cool. And then let's see, we have a few more. If we fly over here, whee, right through my distant horizons. Great, beautiful. Over here is the other two buildings built by ClayBiegel. The other two older style buildings right next to our train station. In our plaza, so there you go. Now you can get a sense of where that is. But that is, I believe, everything that we made in today's video. We got a very big update, as you can tell, and downtown is filling up very fast. We're gonna start moving down this way into the less skyscrapery buildings, more like apartments and stuff like that, and some other cool things. Hopefully we'll move on to the other side of the freeway very, very soon. Get some more stadiums and arenas in. Is that foreshadowing? It might be. But that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We had a lot of fun making it. Let me know in the comments section what else you want to see on this channel and what other things you think should be added to the city. Of course, I love hearing you guys' suggestions, and make sure to apply for the build team if you want to join us here. But before we say goodbye for real, I would like to give a thank you to all of my awesome, amazing patrons. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for supporting me, and a big thank you to my $10 supporters, Aiden Schipple, Local Nerd, Voe, Walker Army, and Exotic Sponge. Thank you guys so much for the support, and thank you all so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next video on my channel, and until then, guys, goodbye!